League on EA Sports. And we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. Hope y'all ready for this one, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. Good battle coming up here in the AFC West. So glad you're with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Partner, this division has been the domain of the Kansas City Chiefs. They've won 8 straight division titles, 3 Super Bowl wins during that stretch as well. And every year, you get here and you ask, who can knock off the Chiefs?
Well, I think if you ask the other 3 teams in the AFC West, they would all say, okay, this is our year. But really, for a division where all 3 of those teams were sub-500 last year, now there's been some coaching changes, some new blood. But until you knock off the champ, they're still the champ. And right now, until further notice, this division continues to run through the Kansas City Chiefs. And barring something crazy, I don't expect that to change very much this year.
Here comes Amir Abdullah on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, drafted back in 2019 out of Washington State. It's Gardner Minshew.
Don't let this guy's laid-back personality fool you, Mike. He is a tremendous presence to have in your quarterback room. Not only does he have the ability to manage the game at a high level, but your team has a legitimate chance to beat anyone in the league whenever he's under center. Now, I don't know if I'd classify him as a long-term solution, but he's certainly someone every franchise they would love to have.
Open man, that's Trey Tucker. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. It's the most valuable real estate in football. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
From the gun, here's Minshew. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. And the Broncos are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
The Broncos led by the rookie, quarterback Bo Nix out of Oregon. The rookie, the last of the quarterbacks taken in the first round, number 12 overall. He's been around, he's 24 years old. But the rookie runs it for the Broncos.
I really like this young quarterback, Mike. I think there's a lot of things that he does very well. I mean, the arm talent, it allows you to expand the playbook. His mind, he can process information both quickly and decisively. Pocket presence, impressive as well. He rarely finds himself in situations where he's a sitting duck. Now, can he put all of that together and operate an NFL offense? That's what we want to see here today. And so far, I think he's shown a lot of hope that he can grow into a future franchise quarterback.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Nick's going to look to throw. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down. If he doesn't pick up the extra yards after the catch, they've got a 4th down play call they feel great about, and we're going to see what it looks like. This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal. He slams it in there, and he is in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Broncos. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Raiders offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Back is Minshew. That's brought in by Myers. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Working out of the gun. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing is Minshew. They'll set up the screen to White. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down, And here comes fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Mims sent in motion here. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
A 1st down throw for Nix. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Max Crosby, motor always running, gets there for the sack.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket, nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Nix. He connects with Mims. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
To throw is Nix. Here's a screen set up to Williams. Give him 13 on that screen play and a 1st down.
The relationship between the back and the offensive lineman is now the key for the run after catch. You want to make sure those linemen don't get too far down the field where they can't help protect the back. So once the running back catches it, there's a go-go call. Now everyone knows it's time to go downfield. The running back falls in behind him, and that's the landmark of the screenplay.
Got it into the hands of Mims. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10. Throwing. Nix. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line. Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Broncos with the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Here now, 3rd and 5. They send Sutton in motion. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Josh Reynolds. Touchdown, Denver.
This is one of those cases, Mike, where the play caller understands, I got 3 points in my back pocket. There's no need here to be conservative. Let's keep this drive alive and see if we can come away with a touchdown. But instead of just trying to pick...
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Lutz for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Broncos move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Raiders offense ready to take over possession of the football. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. In motion is Myers. They're going to go play action now with Minshew. Oh, a man wide open. It's Myers. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big-time play for Vegas. 32 yards.
And finally, we see this offense find a little bit of life here early in this first half. They've struggled to get anything going early on, but at least this play has them on the move. Now, can they finish this drive and finally put some points on the scoreboard here in the first half?
On 1st down, here's Minshew. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Minshew. They'll try to set up the screen here. Whoa! And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
All right, Mike, so the way they teach these screenplays to the offensive lineman is you got to stop the defender's feet. You just don't want him to get a free, clean rush to the quarterback because you're so worried about getting out in front of the back. Stop his feet, make him start his rush over again before you slip out. Ball gets dumped right over the rusher's head. Bang, now you're in the open field.
To the right side, hauled in by Myers. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with White. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Off the bootleg, it's Minshew. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. On the ground, it's White. And he gets this one down inside the 10, but it will set up 3rd and goal. So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? They look to throw it with Minshew. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he's not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball. And that's about as good as it gets.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The rookie, Bo Nix, and the Broncos offense getting set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Nix to throw. He's got the tight end. That's Greg Dulcich. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They run over center with Williams. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Back to throw is Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
He finds Mims. It's complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. Nix from the gun on third down. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And now it's fourth down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by White. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Patrick Surtain makes the tackle. From the gun, here's Minshew. Looking middle, and he's got Myers. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Trying the left side, here's White. It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. DJ Jones, the big defensive tackle, with the stop. They face second down and 7. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to Denver after this. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's second and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. Good blocking, and he's in. Gardner Minshew. Touchdown, Raiders. Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. They'll throw. It's Nix. He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the first down.
And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Second down. Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Throwing is Nix. That is hauled in at the 5. And he will score. Josh Reynolds. Touchdown, Broncos. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Broncos move out to a 24-10 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Raiders offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. Now Minshew. A throw on the move is caught. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw, Minshew. Finding his tight end, Mayer. And they're into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26-yard line. They'll fake the give, and now it's Minshew. He'll let this go towards the end zone. Michael Mayer, the tight end, was targeted with that one. It's 2nd down.
Nothing scarier for a quarterback, Mike, than to seeing that ball popped up in the air. It feels like that ball is in the air for an eternity, and all you hope is that it just harmlessly falls to the ground, and fortunately for the offense, that's exactly what it did.
Throwing again is Minshew. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Man in motion here is Tucker. To throw once more, here's Minshew. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Raiders are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we come to halftime here in Denver, and the Broncos are out in front as we send you to Orlando. Going to check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. It was a terrific first half for the rookie first-round pick, Bo Nix. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
A first down throw for Nix. He finds his tight end, Dulcich. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Dulcich now brought in motion. On first down, right back to Williams. Space hard to come by there. Tackle made right around the 40-yard line. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Throwing, Nix. He's got it to the tight end, Dulcich. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up.
And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, so replay is going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Lutz for the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and here's White. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, here's Minshew. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
Both sides now going back and forth, trading blows. After a nice pickup and a handful of yards, the defense responds with a big sack. Now brings up third and medium, and let's see if they decide to go back on the ground or keep it in the air.
Third down, 3 to go. He'll try and throw with Minshew. He gets that complete to his tight end Mayer. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a third down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on third down? Third downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
11 yards on the connection there. First down, Vegas.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Here's Minshew. He's got the tight end Mayer. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
He connects with the open man. That's Myers. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
From a little further back, here's second and goal. Off the bootleg, it's Minshew. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Back-to-back sacks back him up. What's going to happen now on third and goal? They look to throw it with Minshew. Here's a screen set up for Madison. And he nearly got away, but they finally bring him down at about the 3 to set up fourth down.
This is one of those cases where the offense is counting on the defensive line being over-aggressive in their pass rush, thinking that they can get the ball out of the quarterback's hand and into the back and pick up the first down on the yards after the catch. But the defense was obviously ready for it. A lot of guys running to the ball and just nowhere to go.
Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. On the return, here's Mims. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
First and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Left side, that's complete, it's Sutton.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Second down and 3. Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
That was just a race to the edge, and in this case, Mike, he just wasn't the winner. I mean, at this point, when the defense is out there waiting for you, it's tough for any runner in this league to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully. And that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. From the gun, here's Minshew. He gets this one to Tucker. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They're going to go play. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Broncos have it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
The Broncos offense ready to take over once more. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on first and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the bootleg, it's Nix. This one caught at the 4. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Broncos. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Abdullah now to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, here's Minshew. That's taken in by the running back, Madison. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. To throw, Minshew. Finding his tight end, Mayer. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Now Minshew. To the left side, it is caught by Myers. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Raider 1st down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get.
That'll be intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And the Broncos will take over here just past the 30.
Mike, doesn't it just seem like year in and year out, especially on the defensive side of the ball, there's these late-round players that kind of burst onto the scene out of nowhere, and there's a reason this guy fell in the draft, but I'll tell you what, he has shown a ton of growth so far this year, and he continues to make his presence felt in the back end of this defense.
The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the carry, it's Williams. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. It's another run here for Williams. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He gets this one complete to Reynolds. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
They simply just don't have an answer for this guy defensively, Mike. I mean, regardless of who they put on him in man coverage or the type of zone coverage they try to capture him with, they simply can't slow him down, and we've already seen it here today. A fair share of big plays through the air, a couple of which have gone for touchdowns. He's had a couple nice blocks in the run game. I mean, he's really having as well-rounded a complete game that a receiver can have in the NFL, and until they prove they can slow him down, I would just keep giving him more opportunities.
And he's got another one. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Denver. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Broncos are going to extend their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Abdullah now to return. Whoa! And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The visitors' offense and Gardner Minshew going to take over once again. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally, the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. On 1st and 10, it's Minshew. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Vegas.
It's no secret this day has been a rough outing all around, so at this stage of the game, really no choice but to remain aggressive and just try to find something positive on a day where there's been a lot of negative.
To throw once more. Here's this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
The key to this play here, Mike, is the anticipation of the snap. Watch how he's able to time the center, and when that ball moves, he hits it. Gets through into the backfield, and he brings the quarterback down before the receivers even got out of their breaks.
Throwing is Minshew. And that is incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the defense has it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
Javonte Williams heading out with the Broncos for their next drive. And as we go through the highlights, no shortage of touchdowns today. 3 trips to the end zone in this one. The combination, the power, the speed, everything on display, and the defense has seen it all. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On first down, it is Williams. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Nick's going to look to throw. This one taken in by Reynolds.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
He'll try to run for it with Williams. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Great job with the pressure up the middle on 3rd and 1, Mike. When that back has to make someone miss in the backfield, that's all they need to throw off the timing. He's fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage. This defense holds him to no gain, brings up 4th down.
The Broncos bringing out their punter. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Raiders offense and Jacoby Myers set for their next drive. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. Checking it down, this one is caught. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
You could tell pre-snap the quarterback got the exact matchup he was looking for. His running back against the linebacker on a wheel route, and that is a matchup they are going to take all game long.
Throwing on 1st and 10, it's Minshew. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
To the air on 3rd down, it's Minshew. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. To the sideline, he's got it. The official says yes, the feet are in, and they convert on 4th down. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Raider 1st down. Minshew gonna look to throw. And he's gonna go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Here's Minshew. He's got the tight end, Mayer. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Minshew. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game, and I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
On the give, it's Williams. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll go again with Williams. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Mims sent in motion here. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. So mile-high salutes all around. It's a win for the Broncos. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.